welcome back to my channel. I am here to talk to you about mental health, my personal fitness journey, and of course leggings. However, today we won't be talking about leggings. I'm talking about perfectionism and how you can overcome it so that you can get to the gym and start exercising and feeling healthy. So first of all, why does perfectionism impede our ability to exercise and get to the gym? Well, for one, you feel overwhelmed because you feel like you have to be perfect if you go to the gym. You have to get a killer workout in. You have to know exactly what you're doing. You have to be already fit so you don't look stupid. And all of these ridiculous, obscure, ludicrous things that are not realistic and we really can't work with if we're going to get to the gym. They just completely, here's going to the gym, working out, coming along, and here's perfectionism. It doesn't work. Neither one of them go together. So growing up in this society where thin is idealized, big butts were not a thing yet, I had a really hard time. Even as a kid, I thought my thighs were too big. I'm kind of a quad dominant type of genetic body type, and every time I sat down I would just be like, oh my god, my thighs are so fat. And I was freaking tiny. I was like 11 years old, okay? So it's ridiculous. So perfectionism goes along with body dysmorphia. The two are like, bam, they just like to sit together. They just mesh really well. Unfortunately. And so growing up, that was really difficult. And, you know, even as I got older into the teenage years and had maybe like a perfect body according to society standards because I was doing ballet, I was doing cheerleading, I still didn't like my body. I still felt like I had an ugly body and I was ashamed of it. I didn't think it was perfect. I thought my thighs were still too big. I would wear shorts over my bathing suit because of it. And it was just ridiculous. So even no matter what we look like, that's what body dysmorphia does. It makes us think we look worse. So fast forward to college and graduate school where I did not put all my focus on fitness anymore. I slowly tapered off. I started losing muscle mass, started gaining body fat and gaining weight. And I didn't really notice too much. I was like, oh, I should make fitness, but I was so focused on school. Like, school is my life. It still is. That's how graduate school works. You just keep going and going. So then what happened was I got engaged, and then May of 2018, I realized that I hated the way I looked in my wedding dress. And I was so ashamed and I couldn't believe it. My friends and family came for the dress try on. I felt really good. I loved the dress in the mirror, and then they showed me pictures of it after and I was mortified. My thighs were huge, I thought, and my arms had a ton of arm fat from the back that I couldn't see. It's just horrible things that probably weren't even true. It's a body dysmorphia, right? It's the perfectionism. So unfortunately, the good thing is it pushed me to do something about getting fit and getting healthy. And honestly, as cliche as it sounds, your wedding is a day when you are supposed to feel the best and be the happiest and the most confident with yourself. So the number one thing on my list of how to overcome your perfectionism is to try out, if you can afford it, a personal trainer or someone, even just a friend that knows what they're doing at the gym that can go with you and support you. The thing about a personal trainer, even if you can just do it for 1 or 2 times, honestly, they can help you learn how to use the machines so you don't feel stupid, and they can help you get into a routine so that when you get in that gym, you know where to go, you know what to do, and you know how to complete your exercise routine without feeling overwhelmed and like you don't know what you're doing. Number 2. So I am a therapist and I'm a little biased, but for the mental health side of it, getting over perfectionism, a lot of times it's embedded in who we are as a human and where we came from in our family of origin, how we grew up. So I would recommend going to get therapy, working on that perfectionism. It can help immensely. I had a teacher in high school before I ever went into a therapy room, and he said, hey guys, we need to be the generation that breaks the stigma. You guys need to go in, just like you check your physical health with the doctor, you need to go in and check your mental health. It's just as important. And so at the age of 18, I went into therapy room, got my little bum in there, and I figured out some stuff that was really bothering me and making me feel like I had to be perfect. So that really kick-started my adulthood, and it definitely helped my mental health side of things. So number 2 is therapy. It definitely inspired me to be a therapist myself and help other people on their mental health journey. Something that I always think about with regards to why I'm interested in fitness and why I'm interested in mental health is they are interconnected. We call it like the bio, psycho, social, and spiritual model of health. And it just means that all things are integrated. They're all influencing each other at the same time. So basically, your mental health influences your physical health and vice versa. There is some research that says that exercise can be just as effective as like an antidepressant drug for depression and anxiety. So that's something that I definitely thought about as I was trying to get over my depression and anxiety, trying to get fit for my wedding and different things like that. Number 3, I found the comparison problem. So there's that quote, comparison is the thief of joy, and that is very true for me and for anyone that suffers with perfectionism in their life. So what I did was I unfollowed and deleted anyone on my social media who I was comparing myself to and who made me feel bad about myself. This could be people I know in real life, or this could be people like fitness gurus, yogis, anyone that I felt like was making me feel super insecure or like I had to be like them or had to be good like that before I could accept and value myself for who I am, which is not true. We can accept and value ourselves at any point in time, and that's the only way that we're going to get over our perfectionism and be able to start getting healthy. I did a cleanse on social media, and this can include like, you don't cut off people in real life necessarily unless they're like super unhealthy and toxic for you, which then it's a good idea. But you can create some distance in terms of things that you might talk about or how often you talk to this person, specifically if they're making you feel bad about your body or anything else like that that's making you feel bad about yourself and not wanting to go to the gym or not wanting to exercise in your own way. Number 4 is taking small steps. So long story short, I got to maybe my goal weight for the wedding, and then like literally the minute the wedding was over and we went to Hawaii for a honeymoon, I ate everything in sight and I am now the heaviest. It has been 6 months, maybe about 6-ish months since the wedding, and I have gained about 20 pounds, which like that's typical, whatever. I weigh more now than I ever have in the past, and I feel uncomfortable, and my body fat percentage has increased by 6% since before I even started this fitness journey before my wedding. So I'm not happy about that. I really rebounded, which might have meant that I wasn't keeping a healthy lifestyle that was maintainable before that wedding. So what I had to do is start doing small steps. So the first thing that I did was I said, if you go to the gym, you don't have to do anything hard. All I want you to do is just walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes, and you can go as slow as you want. You can listen to all the music you want. And I would just talk to myself like that. Like, I promise you, I'm not going to be a perfectionist when we get to the gym and make you do a super hard workout to where you never want to go back. Now, I actually had some negative feedback about that. I had a family friend say something like, why are you wasting your money on a gym membership if you only are walking on the treadmill? You can just do that outside. And that was very hurtful, honestly, but it didn't faze me because I knew that either it was no exercise, complete sedentary lifestyle as a graduate student, or it was I'm at least walking 20 minutes 5-ish times a week. And you know what? Sometimes when I would get to the gym, it was just about getting to the gym. So me promising myself that I didn't have to be perfect when I got there was enough to get me there. And then when I got there, I would walk on the treadmill for a few minutes like I had promised myself, and then I would want to go do something else. I would want to do some lat pulls or do some sit-ups on the little squishy ball, whatever that thing's called. It's not a medicine ball. It's like an exercise ball. So yeah, I would want to do some other things just for fun around the gym. And that really, really helped me. So I think taking small steps is probably the most important thing. All of these steps are important, but if you're really looking to start exercising and you are a perfectionist like me, I would say telling yourself that you just have to do the least amount possible, because otherwise you're going to get overwhelmed. You're not even going to want to go. You won't honestly trust yourself. Like, if you promise yourself like all you have to do is walk 20 minutes when we get there, but inside your head you're like, but secretly I'm gonna make you do a super hard workout. Like, you're gonna resist that. You're not gonna go. Your motivation is gonna decrease. So just try it. Just try only doing that, and the first time you go, just really only do what you said you would do, and then you're more likely to want to go back. And then once you start getting in rhythm of that, then you can start to branch out and let yourself, when you get there, do other things if you feel like it. If you don't, just keep walking on the treadmill. A lot of us are exhausted, and maybe all we need is a walk. And that's the best thing for us. And we don't need a super heavy exercise routine right at this season in life. And that's okay. Number 5 was to look for some self-help books. One that I found that really helped me is called The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. She is a vulnerability researcher from Texas. She's super awesome. She's in my field of therapy and psychology. And I really found that that book helped me. And it helped me categorize like who I want to be if I didn't have to be perfect. So if you guys have other books that have helped you with your perfectionism or getting started at the gym for people who struggle with things like perfectionism, comment down below and leave them so that everyone that views this video can have some cool resources and we can build upon the ones that I've listed here. Also, feel free to just comment anything that helped you overcome your perfectionism so that you could start exercising again and we can all support each other and have like a little team. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's not leggings, but that will come soon. There will always be leggings on my channel forever and ever because I love leggings. That is another thing that helped me get to the gym was leggings. I mean, if you feel good and you feel confident in what you're wearing, then you can get to the gym. However, I'm not including that as one of the items because I don't want people to think that they have to buy nice gym clothes to get to the gym and get over the perfectionism, because that's total BS. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And don't forget, you're beautiful just the way you are.